Hello and welcome back for the thrilling conclusion of the Netherfield arc. Don't forget that you can support me or the show by going to my Patreon. My name is Ashley Clements, and this is the Look Back Diaries. So here we are, we've made it through the month that we stayed at Netherfield, which is somehow close enough to, mean that we all socialized together regularly when we were at our own separate homes, but far enough away that for some reason I have not seen Charlotte in a month. Don't think about it, because it doesn't make sense. I did dig up a schedule for this shoot day, and it does confirm that we started with Laura and Christopher and then added Jessica, and that she and I finished out the day together. Which means that this episode would have been second or third episode shot of the day. I do remember that there were a few times fairly early on, I'm not sure exactly when, but Stuart Davis, Jenny's now husband, then boyfriend, whose room, Lizzie Bennett's room, was our AD, and would send out the call sheet for the day. Call sheets have the times that various actors are arriving and all the scenes that will be filmed that day and the order in which they will be filmed. And because I was doing my own costumes and hair, sometimes I would have a plan for the order of things to go in based on wanting to bump up my makeup for something or change my hair specifically. I'm thinking of episodes where there were weird things going on, like it was late at night or early in the morning or something. There are looks in some of the episodes. So I do know that there were a few times early on where I showed up to set and asked if we could change the order around. I don't think this would have been one of those days, but I also remember Stuart saying after the second time I'd done that, hey, if you just tell me in advance, I'll make the schedule the way you want it to be, because it is mostly you talking. So the schedule had to accommodate giving other people the shortest day possible for them, but within the bounds of saying, okay, we're going to have Laura come first and shoot just the Laura Lizzie stuff, and then we'll have Chris come and we'll shoot the Laura Chris stuff together, and then we'll have Jessica come and we'll shoot whatever overlaps there, and then they can go home. And Jessica will finish out the day. Within that, I usually wanted to go as chronologically as possible, but there were a few times that I wanted something else. So I was also in those couple days before, when I was trying to cram like 60 pages of stuff into my brain, I was also mapping out wardrobe and figuring out if there was a preferred order for me to shoot the episodes in. Early on, I wasn't planning my wardrobe as much as just making sure that I brought enough outfits. But eventually, I was really planning ahead of time which outfit for which episode, or at the very least, options, because we would also get to set and find out what the other person was planning to wear. And so I would want to be able to swap something if we clashed. I think in this case, that schedule is what happened. And I can also tell from my hair in this episode that we shot it earlier on in the day. Let's take a look back.
Hey everyone. Yep.
This outfit is so funny to me because there was like a period of time, please comment below if you know what I'm talking about, where like I thought having like a little vest as a woman was just like the coolest little look that it was like. And so I remember spending a lot of time trying to find that vest, and eventually I did. And maybe I did like many years after the trend. But for so long I thought it was cool. And so I'm wearing one.
First off, I will admit that despite the fact that we've been here a month.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make sense.
And just to be clear,
because home isn't that far away, right? We can't think about the logic.
Super nice, and Caroline has been such a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, Caroline's the best, isn't she?
Let's just end it there. But seriously,
who are you not talking about?
Darcy seems to get more stuck up by the day. Yes, apparently that is possible.
Whereas you, sweet Lizzie, are just a cup of sunshine all the time. I mean, who? That's a very long time to have a house guest. I would like to have a house guest for, well, honestly, probably like 0 days, but not long. I need my space. to
that
not
Now
change.
listen,
I,
you and Jane just keep your pretty single selves over there for as long as possible. Especially Jane. But we want to come home. You can come home, Lizzie, as soon as that
it is
time
fun
is
to like
finished.
fight
Well,
with
what about Jane?
yourself.
Jane can come home whenever she wants. But not until she has a shiny new rock on her finger. At least she's
I
doing it
mean,
out of love.
it's just kind of not realistic about how
Frustration,
things
but really,
work in the 21st century, but okay.
no, it's fine. I'll edit this out.
Oh, come bring your pretty face on camera for the last time for a while.
It's about Jane.
Yes?
She'll probably be back any minute.
I know.
I wanted to ask you for her hand in marriage. Oh, and it's probably not that.
Do you think she's been acting a little weird lately?
How so?
Well, I got her these flowers yesterday, and she didn't say anything.
I'm just sort of dropping hints of like possible conflict.
Those were really nice.
Thanks. Did she like them?
Yeah, she did. Oh, seriously, yeah, she loved them.
She would have put them on her Instagram if Instagram was a thing at the time.
No, I know what it is. I think that Jane just misses home.
I mean, it's one of those things too. Like, what kind of what reaction did you need from the flowers? Did you give them to make her happy, or for her to make you feel happy about having given her to them? But I know what we're doing. We're planting these seeds.
You and Caroline have been amazing hosts, saviors in our time of need.
Well, it's been our pleasure, Lizzie. Obviously, I like having the both of you around.
But I think he's doing a great job here
Jane, more so than you.
portraying the sort of like unsureness and like that he.
It's fine. If I were you, I'd prefer Jane.
There's sort of a lack of confidence in a way around Jane. Like, obviously he should know that she likes him. But I think Chris is doing a nice job here, kind of sitting in the unsureness of that. What?
Really appreciate that. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Bing is a really awesome guy. And
yeah.
My mother's blatant matchmaking manipulations. Bing and Jane do seem crazily perfect for each other.
Yeah, they're real cute.
Soulmates, one mind. Who knows what crazy thing will happen with them next?
Hey, Lizzie, you're never gonna believe what just happened.
No way.
Such a cute little dress, like she's Minnie Mouse. I think she did that bow on purpose because of that. I'm actually now remembering that.
This place is driving me crazy. It's messing with my mind. I miss our home.
Actually, I was just there.
In my mind?
No, home.
That's a good line.
Oh, home. How does it look?
Actually, it looks fine.
Fine. What do you mean fine?
What I mean is I just saw the contractor who was doing his last inspections, and he says that it's been livable for a week.
What?
Mother.
Seriously?
Yeah, apparently he thought we were on vacation or something, but he says that we can move home whenever we want.
Unbelievable.
Is that a reference to something? I can't remember anymore. Like, it feels, or maybe I'm just.
We're going home. You okay with that?
What about Mom, Dad, Lydia? Shouldn't we tell them?
Yeah. We'll call them from the house.
That's the end of Netherfield that I filmed before I'd filmed the most of Netherfield. We're gonna pack up our bags and rotate 90 degrees back to Lizzie's room. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day with our first new cast members and new location. But I remember enjoying this day. I mean, I enjoyed shooting the show in general, but also, as I said, this was the first time that I had kind of really figured out to memorize the whole thing, and so the day just went much more smoothly, and it was really gratifying. And then that was my rhythm from then on. I think there was something about welcoming new people to our established world that made me really feel like I had ownership of it and my process, and it all just started to feel like my really cool, awesome job. I mean, job as in, like, I got paid to do it, but not job as in I got paid enough to live my life doing it. I haven't really talked money, and maybe I will for a second. Everyone else was making $100 a day at this point on the show. I was supposed to make $100 when I accepted the job. As they started to add more episodes, I think it was something like, hey, we're going to do 6 episodes, and by the way, we're going to pay you $200, and we're going to do 8 episodes, and we're going to pay you $250 for the day. So I was there longer, and I did have more lines than anyone else to learn, but I was making $250 a day at this point, and I was the highest paid cast member by 2.5 times. And also, like, that was the only payment for the whole month. I say $250 a day because we were paid by the production shoot day, but all the rehearsals, all the callbacks that I was doing chemistry reads, and all the time that I spent on the script, $250 for the month, which doesn't quite cover rent. What if I lived in a little box? Let's take a look at the comments. Juliana Pimentel says, but no, Darcy isn't getting more stuck up. He's probably just getting more nervous about the fact that he likes you. Keyboard smash. How do you say keyboard smash out loud? You know what I mean. It's true. Megan Grandma says she brought the props with her. She brought them with her. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen the Darcy stuff. We've seen the big stuff. I guess this is the first time we've seen that she also brought the mom stuff, but yeah. Yeah, she did. I am also ignoring the comments that are going on about what the secret diary of Lizzie Bennet reveals about this time period, because we didn't know any of that. That was not something that we as actors knew would ever be a part of the story at this point in our journey. That book was written more than a year later. So as far as any of us on set knew, Jane was homesick. We'll talk about the book at some point. I'm not sure when, but I definitely want to talk about the book. So I'm not ignoring those things. And that's Netherfield. Tune in next time when we stay in the same room but pretend it's a different place.